Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you're here today. Before we begin, I want to ask you a simple question. How do you start your morning? Really, take a moment and think about it. When you wake up, what is the first thing you usually do? Do you check your phone? Do you feel tired? Do you hurry because you are late? Or do you try to begin your day slowly, peacefully, and with a little practice? For many English learners, the morning is a very powerful time, but they do not use it for English. They wait for free time later in the day, but later they become busy, tired, distracted, or stressed. Then the day ends, and they say, "Tomorrow I will practice English." But my friend, tomorrow becomes another tomorrow, and English speaking stays in the same place. My name is Evelyn, and in today's practice, I want to share a simple English morning routine with you. This routine is not difficult. It is not full of grammar rules. It is not something that needs 2 hours of study. It is a calm, daily routine that can help you speak English naturally, little by little, every morning. The goal is simple. We want to connect English with your real life. We want to use English when you wake up, when you get out of bed, when you wash your face, when you make breakfast, when you plan your day, and when you prepare your mind. Because English becomes stronger when it becomes part of your normal life, not only something you study in a notebook. Maybe you have already watched many English videos. Maybe you have learned vocabulary about daily routine, time, food, work, school, family, and feelings. Maybe you understand many sentences when you listen, but when it is your turn to speak, you still feel slow. You may know the words, but your mouth does not move easily. You may understand the question, but your answer comes late. You may want to say something simple like, "I usually wake up early," but your brain starts checking grammar, word order, pronunciation, and mistakes all at the same time. This is why a morning speaking routine is so useful. In the morning, you can train your mouth before the world becomes too noisy. You can speak simple sentences before you need to speak with other people. You can warm up your English voice just like you warm up your body. So today, do not think of this video as only a lesson. Think of it as a slow morning practice with me. Listen carefully. Repeat some sentences out loud. Pause when you need to. Speak softly if you are not comfortable speaking loudly. But please do not only listen in silence. English speaking improves when your mouth becomes involved. Even if your pronunciation is not perfect, speak. Even if your sentence feels too simple, speak. Even if you feel shy alone in your room, speak. A quiet learner can understand English, but an active learner slowly becomes a speaker. And today, I want you to become active in a gentle way. Let us begin with the first moment of the morning. You open your eyes. You are still in bed. Instead of reaching for your phone immediately, take one calm breath and say one simple English sentence. Say, "I am awake." Now say it again slowly. I am awake. This sentence is very easy, but it tells your brain, English has started. Then you can say, "Today is a new day." Repeat it slowly. Today is a new day. Now add one more sentence. I will practice English today. Say it with a little belief. I will practice English today. These 3 small sentences can become your first English habit of the morning. I am awake. Today is a new day. I will practice English today. Now let us make this more natural. In real life, people do not always speak like a textbook. They speak with feeling. So try this small morning practice. Say, I feel a little sleepy, but I am ready to start my day. Again, slowly. I feel a little sleepy, but I am ready to start my day. This sentence is useful because it combines a feeling and an action. You are not only saying what you do, you are saying how you feel. This is important because real English conversation is not only about facts, it is also about your mood, your energy, and your experience. You can change the sentence for your own life. You can say, I feel fresh, and I am ready to start my day. You can say, I feel tired, but I will do my best today. You can say, I feel calm, and I want to have a good morning. Now imagine you are getting out of bed. You can describe the action in English. Say, I am getting out of bed. Then say, I am stretching my arms. Then say, I am standing near my bed. These sentences may sound simple, but they are powerful because you are connecting English to movement. When your body does something and your mouth says it in English, your brain remembers it better. You are not memorizing random sentences. You are living the sentence. This is one of the easiest ways to make English feel natural. You look at your action and you describe it. You do not need perfect vocabulary. You only need useful, clear sentences. Let us practice a small morning description together. Listen first, then repeat in your own voice. I wake up early in the morning. I open my eyes and take a deep breath. I get out of bed slowly. I stretch my body for a few seconds. I feel a little sleepy, but I am thankful for a new day. Now let us make it more personal. This morning, I want to stay calm. I do not want to rush. I want to start my day with a clear mind and simple English practice. These sentences are excellent for speaking practice because they are easy, real, and connected to your life. You can repeat them every morning until they feel natural. Here is a simple exercise for you. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, speak 5 English sentences about your morning. They do not need to be advanced. They only need to be true. For example, I am awake. I am getting out of bed. I feel sleepy today. I need to wash my face. I want to have a good day. If you can say 5 sentences, say 10. If you can say 10, try to speak for 1 full minute. Do not worry about mistakes. The purpose is not to perform. The purpose is to train. A morning routine becomes strong because you repeat it every day, not because you do it perfectly one time. And my friend, this is the most important idea for today. Your English morning routine should feel possible. It should not feel heavy. If you make it too difficult, you may stop after 2 days. But if you make it simple, you can continue. 1 minute of speaking every morning is better than 1 hour of practice once a month. Small daily practice teaches your brain that English belongs in your life. You do not need to wait until you are fluent to speak English in the morning. You become fluent because you speak English in small moments like this. So as we continue, stay relaxed. Let your morning become your classroom. Let your daily actions become your practice. And let your English voice wake up with you, 1 sentence at a time. After I wake up, I try not to begin my morning in a hurry. I know that many people wake up and immediately feel pressure. They think about work, school, messages, responsibilities, problems, and everything they need to do. But I have learned that the first few minutes of the morning can shape the feeling of the whole day. So before I rush into anything, I give myself a short moment to breathe, think, and speak a little English. This does not need to be difficult. I do not need a book. I do not need a teacher. I do not even need a long lesson. I only need a few simple sentences that connect my morning to English. I may say, I am starting my day calmly. I have many things to do, but I will take them one by one. I want to use English today in a simple and natural way. These small sentences help my mind become active, and they remind me that English practice can begin inside my normal routine. When I leave my bed, I like to describe what I am doing in English. This is one of the easiest exercises for daily speaking practice. I say, I am getting out of bed. I am standing up. I am walking to the bathroom. I am going to wash my face. These sentences are very simple, but they are useful because they train the brain to think directly in English. Many learners wait for big conversations, but real fluency often grows from small daily sentences. If you can describe your real actions in English every day, your speaking becomes faster. You stop translating every word from your first language. You start seeing your life through English. So when you wake up tomorrow, try this with your own routine. Say what you are doing while you are doing it. If you are opening the door, say, I am opening the door. If you are drinking water, say, I am drinking water. If you are looking for your phone, say, I am looking for my phone. This is simple, but it is powerful. Then I go to the bathroom and continue my English practice in a natural way. I can say, I am washing my face with cold water. The water feels fresh. I am brushing my teeth. I am getting ready for the day. These sentences may sound basic, but basic sentences are the foundation of confident speaking. Do not ignore them. Many learners want advanced English quickly, but they cannot speak clearly about daily life. They know difficult words, but they hesitate when they need to explain simple actions. That is why a morning routine is so useful. It gives you real situations again and again. You do the same actions every morning, so you can repeat the same English until it becomes automatic. After a few days, you will not need to think too much. The sentences will come more easily because your brain already knows the pattern. Now let us practice a short morning bathroom routine together. Listen to these sentences and imagine yourself doing the actions. I walk into the bathroom. I turn on the water. I wash my face slowly. I brush my teeth carefully. I look in the mirror and smile at myself. I tell myself, today I will stay calm, focused, and positive. Now try to make it your own. You can say, I wash my face because it helps me feel awake. I brush my teeth because I want to feel fresh. I look in the mirror and remind myself that I am improving every day. This kind of speaking practice is useful because it combines action, reason, and feeling. You are not only saying what happens, you are also explaining why it matters. After that, I usually drink water. This is another small moment for English. I can say, I am drinking a glass of water. My body needs water in the morning. This helps me feel fresh and awake. If I want to practice more, I can make longer sentences. I can say, before I drink tea or coffee, I like to drink water because it makes me feel healthier and more active. You can also use this moment to practice preference sentences. For example, I like warm water in the morning. I prefer cold water because it wakes me up. I usually drink water before breakfast. Sometimes I forget to drink water, but I am trying to make it a habit. These are very useful sentences for daily conversation because people often talk about habits, health, preferences, and routines. A good exercise is to take one simple action and make 5 English sentences about it. Let us take the action of drinking water. You can say, I drink water every morning. I drink it before breakfast. It helps me feel fresh. I want to build this habit. I feel better when I start my day with water. Now, let us take another action, brushing teeth. You can say, I brush my teeth every morning. I use toothpaste and a toothbrush. I brush for a few minutes. I feel clean after brushing. It is an important part of my morning routine. This exercise teaches you how to expand simple ideas. Many learners say one sentence and then stop, but in real conversation, you often need to add details. You need to explain more. So every morning, choose one action and try to say 5 sentences about it. After I wash my face and drink water, I like to prepare my mind for the day. This part of my morning routine is very important. I do not want to start the day with stress. I want to start with awareness. So I may say, today, I have some work to do. I will not rush. I will focus on one task at a time. I will speak English for a few minutes. I will be patient with myself. These sentences help me practice future plans in a natural way. You can use the same pattern for your life. Say, well, today, I will go to work. Today, I will study. Today, I will clean my room. Today, I will call a friend. Today, I will practice English for 10 minutes. When you speak about your plans in the morning, you are training useful English for real life. And remember, my friend, your morning routine does not need to be perfect. Some mornings will be slow, some mornings will be busy. Some mornings you may feel tired, lazy, or distracted. That is normal. The goal is not to create a perfect morning. The goal is to create a repeatable English habit. Even if you only speak 3 sentences, it still counts. Even if you make mistakes, it still counts. Even if your pronunciation is not perfect, it still counts. Every small sentence is a step forward. Every morning is a new chance. And every time you connect English with your daily life, you make English feel less like a school subject and more like a real part of who you are becoming. Now let us move into breakfast, because breakfast is one of the best parts of a morning routine for English practice. Many learners think they need special topics to practice speaking, but daily food is already a perfect topic. Everyone eats. Everyone has preferences. Everyone can talk about what they like, what they do not like, what they usually eat, and what they want to change. So when I enter the kitchen in the morning, I use English to describe everything around me. I may say, I am going to make breakfast. I am opening the kitchen cabinet. I am taking out a cup. I am preparing something simple today. These sentences are easy, but they help my mouth become comfortable with English rhythm. I do not need to speak fast. I only need to speak clearly and regularly. If I am making tea or coffee, I can turn that small action into English practice. I can say, I am boiling some water. I am putting tea in the cup. I am adding a little milk. I am stirring it slowly. The tea smells nice. If I prefer coffee, I can say, I am making coffee this morning. I like my coffee warm and simple. I do not want too much sugar. I want something that helps me feel awake. If you do not drink tea or coffee, you can still practice with your own routine. You can say, I am making breakfast. I am eating bread and eggs. I am cutting some fruit. I am sitting at the table. The words can change, but the practice method stays the same. Look at your action, say it in English, and then add one small detail. This is also a good time to practice useful sentence patterns. For example, I usually have breakfast at home. I sometimes skip breakfast when I am busy. I prefer a light breakfast in the morning. I like eating something warm because it makes me feel comfortable. I want to eat healthier, so I am trying to choose better food. These patterns help you speak about habits, frequency, preferences, reasons, and goals. These are not only breakfast sentences. You can use the same patterns in many real conversations. You can say, I usually study at night. I sometimes walk in the evening. I prefer quiet places. I like listening to English because it helps me improve. Once you learn one useful pattern, you can use it in many different situations. Let us do a small breakfast speaking exercise. Imagine you are sitting at the table. Say, this is my breakfast. I am eating slowly. I am enjoying this quiet morning. I want to start my day with good energy. Now make it more detailed. Say, for breakfast, I usually eat something simple because I do not like to spend too much time cooking in the morning. Sometimes I eat eggs. Sometimes I eat bread. Sometimes I drink tea or coffee. I like a breakfast that is easy, warm, and not too heavy. This practice is helpful because it teaches you to speak in connected sentences. You are not only giving short answers, you are building a small paragraph with simple English. After breakfast, I like to spend a few minutes planning my day. This part of the routine is very useful for English learners because planning naturally uses future language. You can ask yourself, what do I need to do today? Then answer in English. You might say, today, I need to finish my work. I need to clean my room. I need to reply to some messages. I need to practice English for 10 minutes. Notice how simple this is. You are not trying to sound advanced. You are trying to sound clear. Clarity is more important than complexity. A clear sentence spoken with confidence is better than a complicated sentence that you cannot say naturally. You can also practice priorities in the morning. Say, my first task today is important. I want to finish it before lunch. After that, I will take a short break. In the evening, I will relax. These sentences help you organize your thoughts in English. This is important because speaking is not only about words. Speaking is also about thinking in order. Many learners know vocabulary, but when they speak, their ideas feel mixed. A morning plan helps you train your thoughts. You learn to say what comes first, what comes next, and what you will do later. This makes your English more natural and easier to follow. Now let us practice a short daily plan. Repeat this slowly in your own voice. Today, I have a few things to do. First, I will take care of my most important task. Then I will answer my messages. After that, I will practice English for a few minutes. If I have time, I will go for a short walk. In the evening, I will rest and prepare for tomorrow. This is a complete daily plan in simple English. You can use it as a model and change the details. If you are a student, say, first, I will attend my class. Then, I will review my notes. If you work, say, first, I will check my schedule. Then, I will start my work. If you stay at home, say, first, I will clean the kitchen. Then, I will prepare lunch. Make the language fit your real life. Another powerful morning habit is speaking one positive sentence to yourself. This may feel strange at first, but it can help your confidence. Many learners speak to themselves negatively. They say, my English is bad. I always make mistakes. I cannot speak well. But these sentences train fear. Instead, try to speak with patience. Say, I am improving slowly. My English is not perfect, but it is getting better. I can practice today. I can speak simple English. I do not need to be perfect to begin. These sentences are not magic, but they change the way you approach practice. When you speak kindly to yourself, you are more likely to continue. So in my English morning routine, breakfast and planning are not separate from English. They are part of English. Making tea becomes speaking practice. Eating breakfast becomes vocabulary practice. Planning the day becomes future tense practice, but without studying grammar in a stressful way. This is how English becomes natural. You attach English to something you already do. You do not wait for a perfect lesson. You create a small lesson inside your real morning, and when you repeat this every day, your English begins to feel closer, easier, and more personal. After planning my day, I like to choose one small English focus for the morning. I do not choose 10 things because 10 things can feel heavy. I choose one thing, and I keep it simple. Some mornings, my focus is pronunciation. Some mornings, my focus is speaking more clearly. Some mornings, my focus is describing my routine. Some mornings, my focus is using complete sentences. This helps me because I do not feel lost. I know exactly what I am practicing. For example, I may say, "Today, I will practice speaking slowly and clearly." Another day, I may say, "Today, I will practice talking about my plans." Another day, I may say, "Today, I will practice answering simple questions." When your morning English practice has one clear focus, it becomes easier to continue. One of my favorite morning exercises is the question and answer exercise. I ask myself simple questions, and then I answer them out loud. I may ask, "What time did I wake up today?" Then I answer, "I woke up at 6:30 today." I may ask, "How do I feel this morning?" Then I answer, "I feel a little tired, but I feel ready to start." I may ask, "What am I going to do first?" Then I answer, "First, I am going to finish my morning routine." This exercise is very helpful because real conversations often happen through questions and answers. If you practice answering simple questions every morning, you become faster when someone asks you a question in real life. Now let us practice together. Imagine I am asking you these questions, and you answer in your own way. What time did you wake up today? You can say, "I woke up at 7 o'clock." Or you can say, "I woke up a little late today." How do you feel this morning? You can say, "I feel fresh and relaxed." Or you can say, "I feel sleepy, but I am okay." What will you do after breakfast? You can say, "I will get ready for work." Or you can say, "I will study for a while." What is one thing you want to improve today? You can say, "I want to improve my speaking." Or you can say, "I want to speak English with more confidence." These answers are simple, but they are useful because they train real speaking. Another exercise I use in the morning is the 3-sentence story. This means I tell a very short story about my morning using only 3 sentences. For example, "I woke up early today, I washed my face and made tea. Now I am getting ready for a productive day." That is a complete short story. It has a beginning, a middle, and a present moment. You can make your own story like this every morning. You can say, "I woke up late today. I hurried to the bathroom and brushed my teeth quickly. Now I need to move faster because I have many things to do." Or you can say, "I woke up feeling peaceful. I made a simple breakfast and sat quietly for a few minutes. Now I feel ready to begin my day." This exercise helps you speak in a natural flow instead of only saying separate sentences. When you practice the 3-sentence story, do not worry about making it beautiful. Just make it true. The truth is easy to remember. If your morning is boring, talk about that. Say, "My morning is very simple today. I am doing my normal routine. Nothing special is happening, but I feel calm." If your morning is busy, talk about that. Say, "This morning is busy. I have to leave home soon. I am trying to get ready quickly." If your morning is slow, talk about that. Say, "I am moving slowly today. I need more energy. I hope I feel better after breakfast." These are normal real-life sentences, and they are exactly the kind of English you need for daily conversation. After this, I like to practice a little pronunciation. I do not make it complicated. I choose a few morning sentences and say them slowly. For example, "I am ready for the day. I need to leave soon. I want to stay focused. I will do my best today." When I say these sentences, I pay attention to my mouth. I try to speak clearly, not quickly. Many learners think fast English is good English, but that is not always true. Clear English is better than fast English. If you speak too fast, your words may become weak and unclear. So in the morning, practice slow speaking. Let each word come out fully. Give your mouth time to learn the shape of English. You can also use shadowing in your morning routine. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and repeat it with the same rhythm. You do not only repeat the words, You also copy the feeling, the pause, and the natural flow. Let us try a few sentences. I am starting my morning slowly. Repeat it calmly. I am starting my morning slowly. Now try this one. I want to speak English with more confidence today. Repeat it with belief. I want to speak English with more confidence today. Now try this. Even small practice can help me improve. Say it slowly. Even small practice can help me improve. This is not only speaking practice, it is confidence practice too. Another useful habit is to name 5 things around you in English. In the morning, look around your room, your bathroom, or your kitchen and say the names of objects. You might say bed, pillow, blanket, door, window. In the bathroom, you might say mirror, towel, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap. In the kitchen, you might say cup, plate, spoon, bread, water. After naming the objects, make sentences with them. Say, my towel is clean. The mirror is on the wall. I am holding a cup. The spoon is on the table. This exercise builds vocabulary from your real environment. You remember words better when you can see them, touch them, and use them. So this part of my English morning routine is about warming up my speaking. I ask myself questions. I answer out loud. I tell a 3-sentence story. I practice clear pronunciation. I repeat useful sentences. I name the things around me. None of these exercises is difficult, but together, they create a strong habit. They teach your brain that English can be used in ordinary moments. You do not need a special classroom. You do not need a perfect conversation partner. You can begin with your own morning, your own voice, and your own daily actions. And when you do this regularly, English stops feeling far away. It starts feeling close, familiar, and ready for real life. Before I finish my morning routine, I like to practice one more important thing, and that is speaking about real situations that may happen during the day. Morning English practice should not only be about the morning, it should also prepare you for the conversations you may have later. So I ask myself, what might I need to say today? Maybe I need to greet someone. Maybe I need to ask for help. Maybe I need to explain my plan. Maybe I need to answer a simple question. When I think about these moments before they happen, I feel more prepared. I may say, "Good morning, how are you today?" Then I answer, "I am fine, thank you. How about you?" I may say, "Could you please help me with this?" Then I repeat it again slowly. "Could you please help me with this?" I may say, "I am working on something important today, so I need to stay focused." These small practice sentences can make real conversations feel easier. A very useful exercise is called morning role practice. You imagine a simple situation and speak both sides for a short time. For example, imagine you meet a friend in the morning. You say, "Good morning. How did you sleep?" Then you answer as the friend, "I slept well, thank you. What about you?" Then you reply, "I slept okay, but I woke up a little early." This may feel funny at first, but it is excellent training. You are practicing greeting, answering, asking, and continuing a conversation. You do not need another person to begin. You can train alone, and later, when a real person speaks to you, your mouth already knows what to do. You can also imagine that someone asks about your morning routine. They may say, "What do you usually do in the morning?" You can answer, "I usually wake up, wash my face, drink water, and make a simple breakfast. After that, I plan my day and practice English for a few minutes." This is a very natural answer. Now, let us make it a little longer. My morning routine is simple, but it helps me feel organized. I do not like to rush too much, so I try to wake up early and start slowly. I drink water, prepare breakfast, think about my tasks, and practice English by speaking a few sentences out loud. This kind of answer is perfect for daily conversation because it gives enough detail without becoming too difficult. Another helpful morning exercise is changing one sentence into many sentences. Take the sentence, I practice English in the morning. Now change it. I usually practice English in the morning. I try to practice English every morning. I practice English in the morning because my mind feels fresh. Even when I am busy, I try to speak a few English sentences. Morning practice helps me feel more confident during the day. This exercise teaches flexibility. Many learners know one sentence, but they cannot change it easily. When you learn to change sentences, you become a more natural speaker. You can express the same idea in different ways, and this makes your English stronger. As I get ready to leave my home or begin my work, I like to say a few final morning sentences. I may say, I am ready for the day. I have practiced a little English already. I will try to use English again later. I do not need to speak perfectly. I only need to keep improving. These sentences are simple, but they help me carry English with me into the rest of the day. The morning practice does not end when the morning ends. It creates momentum. It gives you a small success early in the day, and when you already have one small success, it becomes easier to practice again later. So, my friend, this is the real purpose of an English morning routine. It is not only about waking up, washing your face, eating breakfast, or planning your day. It is about turning ordinary moments into speaking opportunities. It is about teaching your brain that English is not something far away. English can be in your bedroom, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, at your table, in your thoughts, and in your voice. You do not need to wait for a perfect time. You do not need to wait until you feel confident. You build confidence by practicing in small, honest, daily ways. Tomorrow morning, start with only 5 sentences, then slowly grow from 5 sentences to 1 minute, from 1 minute to 5 minutes, and from 5 minutes to a routine that feels natural. Every morning gives you a new chance to speak, a new chance to improve, and a new chance to become the English speaker you want to be. After you finish your main morning routine, you can add one small listening habit that makes your English practice feel complete. Speaking is very important, but listening gives your brain the rhythm of English. So while you are getting ready, cleaning your table, preparing your bag, or arranging your things, you can listen to a short English audio. It does not have to be difficult. In fact, it is better if it is simple enough for you to understand. You can listen to slow English sentences about daily life, a short conversation, or a calm English lesson. The goal is not to understand every single word perfectly. The goal is to let English enter your ears every morning so your brain becomes familiar with the sound, the rhythm, and the natural flow of the language. When I listen in the morning, I do not listen passively all the time. Sometimes I stop after one sentence and repeat it. For example, if I hear, I usually start my day with a simple routine, I repeat, I usually start my day with a simple routine. Then I try to make my own sentence. I may say, I usually start my day with water and breakfast, or I usually start my day by planning my tasks. This method is very useful because you are not only copying English, you are learning how to use it for your own life. Many learners repeat sentences, but they never change them. Repetition is good, but transformation is better. First, repeat the sentence. Then change one word. Then change the whole sentence to match your real situation. Let us practice this now. The sentence is, I like to start my morning slowly. Repeat it once. I like to start my morning slowly. Now change it. You can say, I like to start my morning quietly. You can say, I like to start my morning with tea. You can say, I like to start my morning by speaking English. Now take another sentence. I feel more confident when I practice every day. Repeat it slowly. I feel more confident when I practice every day. Now change it. I feel more relaxed when I plan my day. I feel more focused when I wake up early. I feel more comfortable when I speak English out loud. This is how one sentence becomes many useful sentences. Another important part of my English morning routine is learning to talk about problems calmly. Not every morning is perfect. Sometimes you wake up late. Sometimes you cannot find something. Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes your internet is not working. Sometimes your mind feels heavy. These moments are also good for English practice because real life includes small problems. You can say, I woke up late today, so I need to hurry. You can say, I cannot find my keys. You can say, I feel tired, but I still want to do my best. You can say, I have a busy day ahead, so I need to stay organized. These sentences prepare you to speak about real situations, not only ideal situations. Let us practice a few problem sentences in a calm way. I am running a little late, but I can still manage my time. I forgot something, so I need to check my bag again. I feel sleepy this morning, so I will move slowly and stay patient. I have many things to do today, but I will start with the first task. These sentences are helpful because they teach you how to explain a problem and respond to it. In English, it is very useful to connect your situation with your action. You say what is happening, and then you say what you will do. For example, I am tired, so I will drink some water. I am busy, so I will make a simple breakfast. I am nervous, so I will take a deep breath. This pattern is easy and powerful. Before the morning ends, I also like to practice one short self-introduction connected to my daily routine. Many learners can say their name, but they cannot comfortably talk about their lifestyle. So practice saying something like this. My name is Evelyn, and I like to start my day with a calm morning routine. I usually wake up, wash my face, drink water, and prepare breakfast. After that, I plan my day and practice English for a few minutes. This routine helps me feel focused and confident. Now you can change it for yourself. Say your name. Say what you usually do. Say why it helps you. Keep it simple and natural. This kind of introduction is useful when someone asks about your habits, your lifestyle, your day, or your English learning journey. You can also record your voice for 1 minute in the morning. This is one of the best exercises because it helps you hear your own progress. At first, you may feel uncomfortable listening to your voice. That is normal. Many people feel that way. But if you record yourself every morning, even for 1 minute, you will start noticing small changes. You may notice that your pronunciation becomes clearer. You may notice that your pauses become more natural. You may notice that you can speak longer without stopping. You may still make mistakes, but you will also see progress, and progress gives you motivation to continue. Here is a simple 1-minute recording practice you can use tomorrow. Start by saying, Good morning. Today I woke up at, then add the time. Then say how you feel. Then say what you ate, or what you will eat. Then say your main plan for the day. Then finish with one positive sentence. For example, Good morning. Today I woke up at 7 o'clock. I feel a little sleepy, but I am ready to begin. I will have a simple breakfast and then start my work. My main goal today is to stay focused and practice English for a few minutes. I am improving slowly, and I am proud of my effort. This is a complete speaking practice, and it only takes about 1 minute. So if you want your English morning routine to become stronger, remember these 3 ideas. Listen a little, speak a little, and record a little. You do not need to do everything perfectly. You only need to repeat the habit. Your morning routine can become your private English classroom. It can become the place where you make mistakes safely, repeat useful sentences, and build confidence before the day becomes busy. And when you practice like this again and again, your English does not stay locked inside your mind. It starts moving through your voice. It starts becoming part of your normal life. That is how small mornings create big improvement. Another thing I like to include in my English morning routine is a short imagination practice. This means I take a normal situation from my day and imagine it in English before it happens. For example, if I know I may meet someone in the morning, I imagine the conversation. I may say, "Good morning, how are you?" Then I answer, "I am doing well, thank you. How are you?" Then I continue, "I have a busy day today, but I feel ready." This kind of practice is simple, but it helps your brain prepare for real speaking. Many learners become nervous in conversation because they have never practiced the moment before. But if you imagine small situations in advance, your mouth feels less surprised when the real conversation happens. You can use this practice for many daily morning situations. Imagine you are buying breakfast. You can say, "Good morning. Can I have a cup of tea, please?" Then you can say, "How much is it?" Then you can say, "Thank you. Have a nice day." Imagine you are entering your office or classroom. You can say, "Good morning, everyone." Then you can say, "I hope you are doing well." Then you can say, "I am ready to start." Imagine someone asks you, "Did you sleep well?" You can answer, "Yes, I slept well, thank you." Or, "Not really. I woke up early, but I am okay." These small imagined conversations prepare you for real life in a very gentle way. Now let us practice one simple morning conversation in paragraph form. Imagine someone asks you about your morning. They say, "How was your morning?" You answer, "My morning was calm and simple. I woke up, washed my face, drank some water, and made breakfast. After that, I planned my day and practiced English for a few minutes. I feel ready to begin now." This is a very useful answer because it is natural, clear, and not too long. Now let us make it a little more personal. You can say, "My morning was a little busy today. I woke up late, so I had to move quickly. I washed my face, prepared something simple to eat, and checked my schedule. I did not have much time, but I still practiced a few English sentences because I want to stay consistent." End quote. This answer teaches you how to speak about a real morning, even when it is not perfect. Consistency is one of the most important parts of learning English. You do not need a perfect routine every morning. You need a routine that you can repeat. Some days, you may practice for 10 minutes. Some days, you may only practice for 1 minute. Some days, you may speak clearly and confidently. Some days, your mind may feel slow. This is normal. Do not judge your whole English journey by one difficult morning. Instead, ask yourself, did I do something today? If the answer is yes, then you are still moving forward. A learner who practices a little every day will usually improve more than a learner who waits for the perfect time and does nothing. A good morning routine also helps you build emotional confidence. English is not only a language skill, it is also connected to your feelings. If you feel afraid, you may stay silent. If you feel ashamed of mistakes, you may avoid speaking. If you feel pressure to sound perfect, you may not enjoy practice. That is why your morning practice should be calm and kind. You can say, "I am allowed to make mistakes." You can say, "I am learning, so I do not need to sound perfect." You can say, "My goal is progress, not perfection." These sentences are very important because they help you practice without fear. When you remove some pressure, speaking becomes easier. Let us practice a few confident sentences together. Say, I can speak simple English today. Say it again with a calm voice. I can speak simple English today. Now say, my English is growing every morning. Again, slowly. My English is growing every morning. Now say, I will not stop because of small mistakes. Repeat it one more time. I will not stop because of small mistakes. These sentences may look simple, but they are powerful when you repeat them often. They remind you that speaking is a skill, and skills improve through practice. You do not wake up fluent one day by accident. You become fluent because you keep training your voice, your mind, and your confidence. You can also use your morning routine to practice pronunciation with common daily words. Choose words that you actually use in the morning, such as morning, routine, breakfast, water, bathroom, mirror, toothbrush, kitchen, schedule, focus, ready, slowly, calmly, and today. Say each word clearly, then put the words into sentences. This is my morning routine. I am making breakfast. I am drinking water. I am looking in the mirror. I am checking my schedule. I am ready for today. This kind of practice is better than memorizing random words because the words are connected to your life. You see them, you say them, and you use them. Before you finish your practice, you can speak a short morning reflection. A reflection means you think about your morning and describe it in English. You can say, this morning I practiced English for a few minutes. I spoke about my routine, my breakfast, my plan, and my feelings. I made some mistakes, but I continued. I feel proud because I did not wait for the perfect moment. This reflection helps you end the routine with a sense of success. It also trains past tense in a natural way because you are talking about what you already did. Again, you do not need to study grammar deeply. You only need to use English in a real way. So as you build your English morning routine, keep it simple and repeatable. Wake up and say a few sentences. Describe your actions. Talk about your feelings. Practice breakfast words. Plan your day in English. Ask and answer questions. Tell a short morning story. Repeat useful sentences. Imagine real situations. Record your voice when you can. And most importantly, stay patient with yourself. Your morning routine is not just about English. It is about becoming the kind of person who practices even when the practice is small. It is about proving to yourself that you can show up every day. And little by little, your English voice will become stronger, calmer, and more natural. As your morning continues, one of the best things you can do is connect English with your normal responsibilities. Many learners think English practice must happen only when they sit with a notebook or open a lesson, but real English can begin while you are doing simple work around the house. If you are making your bed, you can say, I am making my bed now. I am folding the blanket. I am putting the pillow in the right place. I want my room to look clean before I start the day. If you are cleaning your table, you can say, I am cleaning my table. I am moving these things. I am throwing away this paper. I feel better when my space is clean. These are not complicated sentences, but they are very practical. They teach you how to speak about real actions, real objects, and real feelings. When you connect English with small responsibilities, you also learn useful verbs. You learn words like clean, fold, move, open, close, prepare, check, organize, carry, put, take, bring, and leave. These words are used every day in real conversations. For example, you can say, I need to organize my bag. I need to check my phone. I need to prepare my clothes. I need to leave home soon. I need to carry my notebook. These sentences help you speak about daily life without stress. You do not need to memorize a long vocabulary list. You can simply look at what you are doing and say it in English. Your life becomes your vocabulary list. Another useful morning practice is the I need to practice. This pattern is very common in daily English because we use it to talk about tasks and responsibilities. In the morning, you can say, I need to get ready. I need to eat breakfast. I need to check my schedule. I need to reply to a message. I need to leave on time. Now make these sentences longer. I need to get ready quickly because I have work today. I need to eat breakfast because I do not want to feel hungry later. I need to check my schedule so I do not forget anything important. I need to leave on time because I do not want to be late. This exercise helps you connect an action with a reason, and that makes your speaking more natural. You can also practice the I want to pattern in the morning. This pattern is useful because it helps you talk about goals and wishes. You can say, I want to have a peaceful morning. I want to stay focused today. I want to speak English more clearly. I want to use my time better. I want to feel more confident. Now add reasons again. I want to have a peaceful morning because I do not like starting the day with stress. I want to stay focused today because I have important work to finish. I want to speak English more clearly because I want people to understand me easily. I want to use my time better because every small habit matters. These simple sentence patterns can become very powerful when you repeat them every day. Let us practice a short morning responsibility paragraph together. You can repeat it slowly and then change it for your own life. This morning, I need to get ready for the day. I need to wash my face, prepare breakfast, check my schedule, and organize my things. I want to stay calm because I do not want to rush. I want to use my time well and practice English for a few minutes before I become busy. This paragraph is useful because it sounds like real spoken English. It is clear, practical, and easy to personalize. You can change prepare breakfast to prepare my bag. You can change check my schedule to check my lessons. You can change organize my things to clean my room. The structure stays the same, but the details become yours. If you leave home in the morning, you can use that moment for another English practice. You can say, I am getting ready to leave. I am checking my bag. I have my phone, my keys, and my wallet. I am putting on my shoes. I am closing the door. I am leaving home now. These sentences are useful because they are connected to movement and routine. If you do not leave home, you can still practice. You can say, I am ready to start my work at home. I am sitting at my desk. I am opening my notebook. I am checking my tasks. I am beginning with the first thing on my list. The morning may look different for every person, but everyone can describe their own routine in English. A very good exercise is to speak your morning checklist in English. Instead of only thinking about what you need to do, say it out loud. For example, first, I will make my bed. Next, I will wash my face. Then, I will eat breakfast. After that, I will check my schedule. Finally, I will start my work. This helps you practice sequence words like first, next, then, after that, and finally. These words are very useful because they help you tell stories and explain processes. If someone asks, how do you start your day? You can answer clearly. You can say, first, I wake up and drink water. Then, I wash my face and make breakfast. After that, I plan my day and practice English. Finally, I get ready for work or study. This answer sounds organized because your ideas are in order. Before you move into the busy part of your day, take one last calm moment and say something encouraging in English. Say, I have already practiced today. Say, I did something good for my English. Say, I am building a habit, and habits take time. Say, I will keep going, even if my progress feels slow. These sentences help you finish your morning practice with a positive feeling. You do not need to wait until your English is perfect to feel proud. You can feel proud because you showed up. You can feel proud because you spoke. You can feel proud because you used your morning wisely. This is how a simple routine becomes something meaningful. It is not only about washing your face, eating breakfast, or getting ready. It is about training your mind to choose English every day, even in small moments. And those small moments can slowly change your confidence, your speaking, and your future. When you repeat this kind of English morning routine for many days, you begin to notice something important. English no longer feels like a separate subject that you only study when you have extra time. It starts becoming part of your daily life. You wake up, and English is there. You wash your face, and English is there. You prepare breakfast, and English is there. You plan your day, and English is there. This is the real power of using your morning for practice. You are not forcing English into your life in a heavy way. You are gently placing English inside moments that already exist. And because those moments happen every day, your practice becomes more natural. One of the biggest mistakes many learners make is waiting for motivation. They say, "When I feel motivated, I will practice." But motivation is not always there in the morning. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel busy. Some days you do not want to practice at all. That is why a routine is stronger than motivation. A routine helps you continue even when your mood changes. You do not need to feel amazing every morning. You only need to do something small. Say 5 sentences. Repeat one short paragraph. Describe one action. Answer one question. Record 1 minute. These small actions may look simple, but they build trust with yourself. And this trust is very important. When you practice English every morning, you start telling yourself, I am the kind of person who does not quit. This message is powerful. It changes your identity as a learner. You stop seeing yourself as someone who only wants to speak English. You start seeing yourself as someone who practices English. There is a big difference. Wanting is easy. Practicing is what changes your skill. Even if your practice is slow, even if your accent is not perfect, even if you forget words sometimes, you are still training, you are still building, you are still moving forward. Your morning routine can also help you become more comfortable with simple English. Many learners feel embarrassed because their sentences are simple. They think simple English is weak English. But that is not true. Simple English can be clear, natural, and powerful. Native speakers use simple sentences all the time. They say things like, I need to get ready. I have a busy day. I did not sleep well. I am going to make breakfast. I will call you later. These sentences are not complicated, but they are real. If you can say simple sentences quickly, clearly, and confidently, your speaking will become much stronger. So do not rush toward difficult English before you can use daily English comfortably. First, become strong in your normal life. Talk about your morning. Talk about your food. Talk about your feelings. Talk about your plans. Talk about your small problems. Talk about what you need to do. Talk about what you want to improve. These are the conversations that happen again and again in real life. When you become comfortable with these topics, your confidence grows. Then advanced English becomes easier because you already have a strong speaking foundation. Let us practice one final morning routine paragraph that you can use as a daily model. You can repeat it slowly, record it, and change it for your own life. This morning, I woke up and gave myself a calm start. I washed my face, drank some water, and prepared something simple for breakfast. I thought about my day and decided to focus on one task at a time. I practiced English by speaking about my routine, my feelings, and my plans. I made some mistakes, but I continued speaking. I know that small daily practice can help me become more confident. This paragraph is useful because it includes actions, feelings, plans, and reflection. It is simple enough to repeat, but detailed enough to train real speaking. Now try another version with a little more natural feeling. My morning was not perfect, but I still practiced. I felt a little tired when I woke up, and I did not want to do too much. But I spoke a few English sentences while getting ready. I described my actions, practiced some useful phrases, and reminded myself that progress takes time. I am proud because I did not skip my practice completely. Even a small effort is better than doing nothing. This version is important because it teaches you how to speak honestly. You do not need to pretend every morning is perfect. You can speak about tiredness, difficulty, and effort. That is real English. As you continue this habit, try to make your English morning routine personal. Do not only copy my sentences forever, use them at first, but slowly change them. Add your own breakfast, add your own wake-up time, add your own work, study, family, or home responsibilities. Add your own feelings, add your own goals. Your English becomes stronger when it belongs to you. A copied sentence can help you practice, but a personal sentence helps you express your real life. And the more you express your real life in English, the more natural your speaking becomes. The best morning routine is the one you can actually repeat. It does not need to be long. It does not need to be perfect. It does not need to look impressive. It only needs to help you speak a little more than yesterday. Start with 5 sentences, then try 1 minute, then try 2 minutes. Then add questions, short stories, pronunciation practice, listening, and recording when you feel ready. Let your routine grow slowly. Let your confidence grow slowly. Let your English voice become familiar to you. Every morning is a new chance to practice, and every small practice moment is helping you become a calmer, clearer, and more confident English speaker. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, my friend. I hope this English morning routine helped you see that speaking practice does not have to be difficult, stressful, or perfect. You can begin with simple sentences, small daily actions, and a few quiet minutes every morning. Remember, every time you speak English out loud, even with mistakes, you are training your brain, your mouth, and your confidence. So tomorrow morning, before your day becomes too busy, try to say at least 5 English sentences about your routine, your feelings, and your plan for the day. Keep it simple, keep it natural, and keep going. If this practice was helpful for you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also wants to improve English speaking. You can also write in the comments, "I will practice English every morning," so I know you are joining this routine with me. Keep believing in your progress, keep using English in your daily life, and I will see you in the next practice.